So in this noisy valley I live at, train arriving, my gadget was still in the toilet. They don't take it anywhere. So yeah, when I get home I will treat that pimple. It's already been caught because of the trousers. So I'll walk up, I hope real quickly, so that I get some time either taking a shower or washing my hair. I haven't got enough warm water left for bath. Usually, yeah, well, I'll take the shower. I can still wash my hair tomorrow. So the CBD oil I have put on the psoriasis part of my skin, on my ears. That's the most affected part. I don't know why. It says that toxins go where the coldest part of your body is. So how come that's the ears? So I'll be working a little bit on my book today, if at all. Like the ending, I told you already, the ending isn't perfect. It's like, oh yeah, there is hypnosis, a few tricks to kind of give you some peace when you're together with malicious people. Like some people really have to meet some kind of a ex-husband, on a monthly basis. Minkia, I wouldn't survive that. I'd rather not have somebody that was mean to me in my life anymore. So I have hypnosis, what mean people do, following that very short part about I call it upgrenzing. Up, like away from, grenzing, border. Like how can you, it's a German word, I transmute it into something English sounding. It's just silly. Yeah, it's just what mean people do. They always mimic your breathing pattern, your gestures. They repeat the words, the little phrases you're saying, and yeah. So I put all that in there, and then that one is followed, as I said, by a part that goes a little bit esoteric, which is no good. Like it's about when you have to give yourself positive emotions, try to do some kind of a stamp collecting project. And then I'm telling them mine was about the stones, and then I continue because of frequencies. The stones have like a grid and they vibrate in a certain pattern. So some of those stones can enrich water. Thomas Moore gets referenced a lot about that. So we are talking about quartz, and so I make sure people understand that it's not about putting stones into the sun, because by that you're destroying them. A lot of sites tell you to kind of clean your stones by putting them into water. Sometimes they tell you so, But then they say put them into the sun, morning sun they go, and but the stones, they came from the dark earth. They don't need the sun to be cleaned, as they call it. Like if some stone has a motor within itself, which is, he's got poles, so acting like a magnet. He's got 2 poles. For example, hematite. That hematite is a engine by itself. You cannot really do anything for that stone. It's stronger than all your thinking patterns, the auras people might have coming from the chakras, and by that coming from their glands. So other stones don't have this magnetism going on, so they need a bit of help, I guess. So putting them into a energetic environment, which is a little stream, water gurgling, you know, water that's not inhibited to do what water normally does when flowing around stones. That one makes water really alive. Just like the kind of treatment we gave to the garden at that one very school. So we were like imitating what water does when flowing in a stream. Like it would go all around the stones, and by that it's like they were whirled. So the water being whirled around those stones takes in the magnetism of the earth that changes when you change your position regarding the magnetism field. So by that it gets enriched, and also the air that it can take up by not flowing in a steady stream, you know, rushing through, but like these movements, let it be enriched with air, I believe. So that's also something that we did when whirling the water this way and then stopping, waiting for the collapse of the whirl, and then going the other way around. Like I was filming my drain at home because I thought with some clay I would do some other project, but then I went, well, if I do any other pictures with clay, it'll get like me, you know, my artist name, my name actually, and clay. So she's the clay woman. I don't want to become like, you know, clay. I did a pot and then I broke that one for a video, and then on photo art basis it's like the very pot, the jar I once made that is like nearly falling over when you put too much liquid into it, it would fall over. And then I did the Titanic jar, which is a kind of a sunken in jar that already kind of was looking, and the way that you could grab it was, it looked like a sack that was fallen into itself, empty. So by those curves of the material you could grab it, the jar, and by that pour the water or carry it around. So I was not burning that jar, but watering it. And when I made the video, I lifted it up and I turned it and it broke all together. And by that, what I wanted for my video was perfect. It was for Titanic on Board, that poem, this English haiku I wrote. So for that one it was perfect. But otherwise, to do some more jar or clay stuff would just not be what I am looking for. So I'm not doing that. That's why I put it away, and I all flushed it down the drain. So I was like, oh, at least I should film the drain. So I was like flushing all that material down there, then always waiting for the drain and the whirl to happen. Yeah. And one of those takes now actually is my flat earth ultimate video, the whirl. Yeah. Like, yeah. In art, as Abramovich said, you should not overpollute your own work. And also, it makes sense. Imagine someone having just blue pictures. If that one continues all throughout the days, you go, oh yeah, that's the blue painter, right? But even if it's a blue period, that phase Picasso was in, they say, you know, that one doesn't suit me. I want to have unique ideas that I put out. So I won't cash in on any good idea that I have, because that one would be like overdoing it. You shouldn't have too many art objects, photos, performances out there. But because of the death of the cat, I came up with this black wrapping paper. I will offer performances where I would produce black wrapping paper. So that one is hardly ever sold. People sure will be thankful, even though I'm not sure what they will use it for. Whom will they give a parcel all wrapped in black? Yeah, but it's a nice idea. So these nice ideas, that's what I am about. Like photos coupled with their title. That one is really something I'm good at. I got a lot of interesting occurrences in life I took photos of, like the school bag, all molded. I once was in holiday for a month and no one was giving my cellar flat a good opening of the windows. So when I came back, everything was flooded and wet and mold. It really was. It was during summertime, so yeah, now I know about opening the windows.